Today, pretty bold, I got to be honest with you. 24 degrees weatherman, 19 degrees way past that. We got up to 22 so far, but believe me, plenty of day to go yet. There really is. It's only 17 after 10 o'clock. It's Wednesday, middle of the week. I'm not going to say hump day today. I did, didn't I?
You did.
Yeah, sorry about that. It's hump day, September 16th, right here at Galaxy. Now, let me do this.
Galaxy. 107 FM.
Now, you hear the ads all the time, yes, promoting, of course, Artists in Isolation and Volume 2. Yes, absolutely. Of course, you hear Sonny and Marcy Rosa advertising it, you hear us playing it, you hear us talking to the artists themselves, and today is no exception. I'm absolutely elated, and I've got to welcome everybody along that's joining us on Facebook Live now. Leonard, you will get a copy of this, you really will. Don't know whether you want to keep it or not. You know, you may want to torture friends in the future. You never know what might happen out of that. But welcome along, Leonard Hodgins and the Leonard Hodgins endeavour. It is an absolute pleasure to meet you.
Thank you. It's awesome to meet you both.
Now, we come together literally off this album, Artists in Isolation, and of course we've got to give a big shout out to Sonny Rosa and Marcy Rosa from Rosewood Studios that have put this masterpiece together. Now, I want to ask you a little bit about it. Believe me, it's very interesting. But first, before we do that, let's do this.
Hi, this is Leonard Hodgins, and you're listening to my song, What Changed, from Rosewood Studios, Artists in Isolation, Volume 2, on Galaxy 107 FM.
You know, I absolutely love that, and I've got to thank you very much for putting that piece together. It really is a pleasure. And a little later on down the track, you're going to come back and we're going to do a full interview on your music. And I'm really elated that you absolutely said yes. I think you might be a little bit sadistic, but you know, that happens. We find that in wonderful artists coming out of Canada. Now, how long have you been singing, man?
Singing? Oh man, 2 years, but I've been writing and recording music for probably close to 20. So I was a little shy off the hop. Actually, kind of a funny story. 3 years ago, I was recording an EP, and I didn't want to sing. I was too shy. So I went to Craigslist, and I just put it out there, looking for a vocalist. Who writes back? Sonny Rosa. Never met this guy in my life. And he writes back. We were talking back and forth, and I thought, this guy he seems so cool. He's so much like me. But my wife and my kids, we were all talking about it, and they're like, you know what? These are your songs, Leonard. You should be singing them. So I unfortunately didn't go that route. I sang these songs on my own, and fast forward to 2020, this pandemic comes around, and I get an email from Sonny Rosa saying, would you like to be a part of this project? And I was just blown away. And they've been fantastic, absolutely fantastic to work with.
You know, I absolutely, I admire what Sonny does, and I admire his talents. Now, I've been an engineer, and not only a recording engineer, but also a front of house engineer for some major bands in the world. Traveled the world a couple of times with them. But I absolutely love the work that Sonny does. As an engineer to an engineer, I got to respect him, I really do. Throw in the mix, of course, Marcy's talents. Now, Marcy has an endless talent for what she's doing right now with this album. And you've got a winning team right there behind you. Now, I applaud them for approaching you, getting you involved in this. And, well, really, my friend, I want to ask you, what changed?
Yeah, that's the big question, eh? Was it my head, my heart, or time? Really what the song's about is evolution, right? You're a child, right? And you've got a certain perception on life. And as you grow, that perception is continually changing. You get into your teenage years and you're feeling a little bit more angsty, and then you get into your early 20s and you're really starting to figure out who you are as a person. But you're starting to kind of question the world around you, maybe your upbringing, and you start to think, how am I going to change life for myself, for the future? But you don't know what that's really going to look like until you have a family of your own. And I had a family of my own. I've got wife and 2 kids, and they're upstairs watching this with us. And all of those feelings that I had maybe younger, they're all kind of changing. My perception on how I was raised or how the world looks is completely different. And I don't know what changed in that time. Was it my head or my heart? Did something change in me? Is it because I became a father? Is it because I became a husband? Am I just a lot more patient? I'm not really sure, so I don't have the answer for that. But that's basically what this song is about.
You know, Leonard, I'm looking forward to the next chapter after this, to be very honest. You know, personally, I'm only 21, so I'm learning something here. I really am. So right here, live with Leonard Hodgins and the Leonard Hodgins Endeavour. I do get a little tongue-tied with that one. What changed? Right here at Galaxy. Yeah, believe me, I get what you're saying. I really, really do. Love, love, love it. I really do. Me personally, I had a number of goes at being a father. Yeah, I really do.
Hey, Shema.
I enjoyed life. I mean, in the Bible it says go forth and prosper. Well, I went 7th, 8th. Yeah, wow. I had some fun.
Well, and you know that does happen when you are a touring engineer or a musician, right?
Well, I've got 7 children that I know of.
You were busy.
I had fun, as I said.
Yeah.
I enjoyed life.
Yeah.
Enjoyed life while I could, you know. And believe me, I was touring around with some very, very big named bands that usually had only 4 letters.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can think of a few off the top.
A couple of them actually came out of Australia, so there's a good hint, actually.
Gotcha.
I'm
Right
not going to say anything while I'm on here, just because, well, that would make me boasting, and it's true though.
Something to do with electrical, you know. Yeah. No, it's okay. I gotcha.
Yeah, there is a definite lightning bolt amongst one of those.
Yes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
there really is. Yeah, my goodness, everything's given away too easily. I'm a softie. You know something? You Canadians are too nice.
I don't know.
You know, and I'm sure the staff say this to every artist, because I've caught them, you know, going, give Grant some shit, right? And do you think they do? Nada, not one yet has given me any stick. When you come back, Leonard, you're going to have to practice, okay?
All right. Sounds great to me.
Nice. I like a challenge, you see.
Yeah.
I really do. And, well, you know, something to think about. Have you ever tried vegan sausages?
Vegan sausages. If I did, it wasn't on purpose.
Yeah, well, exactly. Well, you know, I was,
True.
sorry, but I was just wondering if they're made of real vegans.
I made it in chickpeas
Well, you know
or
that does
something.
contain meat, so I'd probably. I
Yeah.
don't know. It's kind of tough to say. But I don't really want to get them all riled up during this.
Well,
so.
kind of makes you worried about an Irish coffee now, doesn't
Yeah.
it? What?
Notice
what
our
sort of
Christmas
Irishman do
lights
they put
today,
in those?
everyone, in the background.
Baby oil, maybe?
We're going to be doing a video, a Christmas video with a couple of bands later on.
Exactly.
So we're all
Sorry for
Christmassy
the
today.
Christmas thing in the background. We're doing a video for.
It's very festive.
Yeah, well, we're actually doing a Christmas video today for another Canadian rock band.
Okay.
Yeah, we're in their rock video, and it requires a bit of Christmassy. So okay.
Nice. Well, that's cool.
Besides, you know that we are the future. We're a day ahead of you,
You are.
but we're not that
15
damn.
hours?
Yeah, something like that. But we're not that damn far. Let's go back to the desk.
Sounds good.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 27 after 10 o'clock, 22 degrees. We're going back up again. I know we're going to get to 24. Weatherman doesn't stand a chance, really. Wednesday, September 16th, and I'm joined by Leonard Hodgins from the Leonard Hodgins Endeavour. Let's get that right. Now, Leonard, we're promoting, of course, the Artists in Isolation Vol2, but there's something that a little quirky that I want to actually talk to you about, and that is, well, you're familiar with New Zealand, aren't you, bro?
I am, yes.
Oh, well,
yes, I am.
Kia ora to that. It's nice to have somebody who does know a little bit about us. How does this come into play?
Oh, well, I'm going to start by saying that I am a huge Lord of the Rings fan, and when the premiere of Return of the King came out, I thought there's no place I'd rather be in this world than in Wellington. So I flew out, and I spent 3 months in New Zealand. I have, at the time, I had family that was living in Wyndham, so that was just south of Gore on the South Island. And I just made a trip out of it. I backpacked. Well, actually, I hitchhiked across the country. Had a fantastic time. Stayed with my family in Wyndham for about 3 weeks. It was actually pretty cool. I want to tell a bit of a story. I, at the time, believed that Gore had the world's most southern ice rink. And I went to go play ice hockey with my uncle and my cousin. And we show up at this rink, and I didn't bring any ice skates or ice boots, as I believe you like to call them down there. And so I rent these blue plastic ice boots, and I'm out there, and I'm playing hockey. And next thing you know, it's my uncle, my cousin, and myself against about 11 or 12 Kiwis. We're going back and forth, and I think we schooled them 20 to 1 or 2 or something like that. And at the end of it, all of these Kiwis come up, and they have the Canadian anthem playing on their cell phone, and they all sang "O Canada" to us. It was the coolest experience I think I've ever had in my life.
You know, that is typically Kiwi. We are that friendly. We're very competitive, I've got to be honest with you. But we're good losers as well, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
And, well, unlike Australia, I've got to admit that. But it's quite true. Now, Leonard, I got to thank you so much for joining us today. Will you please come back again? Can we do a full interview with you? And I want to talk to you in depth, literally, more about New Zealand. Of course, we want to talk about the song Tasman, which I think was inspired by New Zealand, and Wood, and maybe a few others if you want to send them to us. We'd be very, very happy to be able to include them into our playlist. And well, I've got to let you know right now what changed. I'm finding it very, very difficult to get through a breakfast show without having it included. Okay, so you're getting quite a few requests for it. You really are. You're starting to get a following through our audio audience. I want to call them that rather than fans or stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They love what changed. They do. They really do request it. So keep up that good work. Please come back again, won't you?
Thank you so much for having me on today. This has been a blast.
It is absolutely our pleasure. It really, really is. And at the same time, got to include people, of course, like Chilliwack TV, Chill TV over there, Chilliwack Records as well.
McDonald Entertainment.
And McDonald Entertainment as well, because believe me, without them, this CD really wouldn't be feasible, including, of course, Sonny and Marcy Rosa from Rosewood Studios. And you guys that are going to watch this later on YouTube, you know what to do, don't you? Yeah, sub, thumb, bell. Bingo, you got it. Anyway, don't go anywhere just yet, Leonard. We do a couple of other things, but right now, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. Good morning.